Hello Star Citizens, Buzzkiller here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss mining with joysticks. If you watch my channel at all, you'll know I'm a huge fan of dual joysticks. I believe it's the most immersive and fun way to interact with Star Citizen. It gives you the most nuanced control over your ship and allows you to fully experience Star Citizen's unique flight model. Now, flying and precision flying is great, but what else can you do with your joysticks? Well, if you set it up properly, it actually is a really effective way to mine. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I have my joystick set up for mining and just what kind of results you can get from using this setup. Now, before we get started, I just want to emphasize that this is not a video on how to mine. This is merely a demonstration of my current joystick settings and how they aid in the mining experience. So I'm not going to be going over how to find the best rocks, where to mine, or how to maximize your profits. Just know that this is probably the most lucrative career in the game right now, aside maybe from drug smuggling. Okay, disclaimers aside, let's take a look at my left joystick setup. Now, I'm using the Welborn Delta as an example here, but this can be done on any joystick. The only requirement is that you have some sort of modifier button set. So what I've done is I've bound the mining throttle to the left joystick's Y-axis. That's the forward and back axis. But that's done with a modifier, because normally without the modifier, the left joystick Y-axis controls your strafe forward and back. With this setup, when you press the modifier on this joystick, it's the indented button here, that disables your forward and back strafe and instead gives you direct control over the mining throttle. Now, some throttles or some joysticks have a small throttle on the base of the joystick, the T16000M for example. I've tried putting the mining laser on that and it works, but it's not as precise as having it on the joystick itself, as the joystick itself has a much longer range of motion and allows you much more precise inputs. And that's very important for mining, especially when you get into the more difficult rocks to mine. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get down to the actual mining. Now, I've selected a rock around the yellow asteroid belt because the space rocks tend to move around a lot, and this will demonstrate how I can maintain my target. I can stay on target with my right stick while controlling the ship's mining laser with the left. So let's go ahead and pull up our mining laser. Okay, now as you know, in the bottom left is the rock energy level. Our object is to get into the green zone as quickly as possible and keep it there. On the top of that is the laser throttle, and you can see when I hold down my modifier and I move the joystick that laser throttle moves and I'm not moving the ship. Now, if I need to let go of the modifier at any time, like say I'm at full power on the mining laser and I want to let go of the modifier so I can move closer or further away from the ship, what you do is you center the joystick and let go of the modifier, then you can move the ship as needed and the laser throttle will drop down to 0, or at the minimum setting. So let's go ahead and get started here. Go ahead and hold down my modifier, start the laser, and we're going to go full power. Now, this is a pretty resistant rock, so it's going to take a little while to get into the green zone. But once we do, I'll show you how easy it is to keep it within that zone. Now, the real testament to this method is on when you're breaking down the smaller rocks with a much more sensitive zone, or green zone, or energy level, less resistance. So you'll see that here in a moment. All right, we're approaching the green zone. We're going to watch the fracture sensor on the right and watch the throttle on the left, maintaining the power level in that green zone. And I'm just going to slightly modulate the joystick, trying to keep it right in the middle. Now, some rocks have a level of instability that's much higher, so they'll tend to jump around a lot more, so you have to constantly make adjustments. Okay, so we've got the asteroid broken apart. Let's go ahead and take a look around and find, well, the piece right here, right in the front. So this is another mineable piece. Now watch this one. It's going to be a lot faster, and I'm going to be getting into that green zone really quick, and I'm going to be able to hold it there pretty reliably. So let's get started on the second stage of mining. So I'm holding down my modifier. I'm going to go ahead and pull the mining laser all the way back because we're starting with a smaller asteroid, and we don't want to overpower it too quick. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going up to 50. You see it's already jumping up pretty quick, and boom, I'm in the green zone. I can instantly pull back the throttle and stay right there. I'm going to try to get it right in the middle. There we go. That is perfect. Now we just wait for the fracture sensor to max out. And boom. That is one fully mined asteroid, aside from, of course, extracting everything. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like this method. I've really made a lot of money mining using this method. It's a quick way, and it's effective, and it's fun. You get to use your joysticks. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this has been Buzzkiller, and I'll see you in the verse.